Welcome back, you magic junkies, to another episode of Fluff Your Flamingos, where we teach you super sick magic tricks and how to be stylish. My merch finally came in the mail, a couple days late, but come on, so worth it. So worth the wait. I've got the magic hoodie on top. It's getting kind of hot in here, so I'm going to take it off and show you the merch underneath. That's right, we also got the Silent Minds premium t-shirt, and it's so comfortable. I love the design, the color, it all looks amazing, and I'm so proud of the designs that we were able to create. I made a small segment for you guys to take a look at for, the merch, and then we'll get back to the video.
But where will you go when the summer ends? You got under my skin, baby. Me and you is picture perfect, girl, we 1080. Hope you come back again, go lock in. But where will you go when the summer ends? You got under my skin, baby.
This hoodie actually, as you guys saw the design, it doubles as an Ace of Diamonds reveal. So that's super cool, and that is going to segue perfectly into our video, because today we're talking about reveals, how to reveal a prediction in the most insane way possible. A good magician will put lots of hours into their sleight of hand, their social skills, their scripting, jokes, all of that good stuff. But something that I feel like is just something that's underestimated is the power of reveals. The art of reveals, because there's hundreds of options and people just keep doing the same old thing over and over. So I'm here to spice things up, give you guys some more options, some more ideas for your next routine, including merch that's on the ground. The way that you show your prediction can make or break your trick. And some tricks require a very specific reveal, like Double Exposure by Aussie Wind, one of my all-time favorites. If you guys haven't seen that trick or learned it yet, just do yourself a favor, go look at the trailer real quick, buy it, learn it, it's so good. But that is something that requires a very specific reveal at the end of the trick. You can't do it any other way. So I'm here to show you guys that there's a lot of different options for most tricks. Some of them require a very specific ending, but a lot of them don't. You have endless options in front of you, and I'm here just to list a couple, 10 to be exact. Number one, and we're gonna talk about pricing as we do this. So number one is ink, your tattoos. I have the Queen of Hearts on my finger and also these numbers across my arm. We just did a tutorial on this tattoo right here. So if you guys are wondering what this is, just go back a video, watch and learn the tutorial. You can thank me later. About $100 for a tattoo, depending where you go. Sometimes it's 50 minimum, sometimes it's 100 minimum, but usually it's within that price range of a lot of money. So if you guys are into tattoos, into inking your body with something permanent, I would 100% recommend tattooing your body for magic reveals. You guys have no idea how often I utilize these tattoos. If I have absolutely nothing on me, I can always equivocate my way out of the situation with the tattoo on my finger. If I have some decks of cards and I wanted to do something that they won't expect, then I do this trick on my arm. It's just some numbers that people don't look at or realize what it is until after the fact. So tattoos are always an amazing option if you're into that sort of thing, and there's always ways around it, like Sharpie. Get creative, start inking yourself up with pen or tattoo gun, whatever is your preference. Number two, obviously we can't forget clothing. We have a Queen of Hearts reveal on clothing, but I already have that on my hand, so I won't be buying that anytime soon. But it is on the back of the hoodie and shirt. So what you do is you just turn around and you're just like, hey look, you're thinking of the Queen of Hearts? It's right across the back of my shirt, and I predicted it right. I really wanted to make clothing that was interactive, useful, but also nice looking. What you can do is just Ace of Diamonds reveal. It looks so plain, like no one would ever suspect that this is a card reveal, and it's right in front of them. So that is an amazing option if you guys are interested in buying merchandise, supporting me, and utilizing it for magic tricks. It's anywhere between $14 to $25, so if you guys have some change to spare, want to look stylish, and want to utilize clothing as a magic trick, those are your options right there. Number three, I don't have a name for this, but something cool that I did when I was first starting in magic is I would write with my fingernail the card on my arm. And so what that can do, we'll zoom in close and show you guys real quick what it looks like. You etch the card into your skin. It's very brief, doesn't have to be very hard. And you have a group of people, or just the person you're, performing with, grab your arm as tight as they can for about 10 seconds. That'll about do it. When they let go, your hand will turn white and all the blood will rush back, and the card that you wrote into your arm will flush back in red. That is an awesome, really interesting take on a card reveal, because it doesn't have to be a card. It could be anything, like an animal. You could draw something very, like a shape, a triangle. Oh, you're thinking of a triangle. Well, what do you know? It's on my arm. It's such a distinct approach. Like, I've never really seen people do that. I don't know why. It is a pretty cool approach, in my opinion. This thing on your arm, no money. It's free. You can scratch yourself whenever you want. It's pretty cool. I don't know why people don't do this, but that is an awesome, viable option. Number 4, the double backer fan. And this is something I've taught on the channel previously, a long time ago, but it's something I made up, and I haven't seen anyone utilize it yet, so maybe we'll just popularize it now. Maybe I can do it again. So with this effect, all you need is a double backer, and you place that somewhere, like on the table, in your wallet. So the basic premise is that someone will name a card. What you'll do is you'll look through the cards and look for it, and let's say this is it, the Ace of Hearts. And I'll say, oh, that's so weird. That's the one card I don't have in my deck. All I did was cut it to the top. And it's just through, just simple talking, I'm like, oh, that's so weird. Like, I don't have it. And through that, no one is really thinking, like, you just cut it to the top. It just is so natural, So you get their card to the top, and you say, that's so weird that you would pick that, because that is the single card I don't have in my deck of cards. It's the one that I moved earlier. I don't know if you saw me, but I pulled a card out. So you'll go through the cards like this, but their card is on top right here. So they're not gonna see it because you're going the opposite direction. It's a simple and effective move. No one has ever caught me on it. No one has ever asked me to go back. So that's a fun option I do pretty often. So I say, name a card, they pick one, I cut it to the top, and then I say, that's so weird. That is the one card I took out of the deck earlier. And you just do a double lift, and there it is, Ace of Hearts. And that's it. Trick's pretty easy. This move that I just said is free. You guys can do it with any deck of cards as long as you have a double backer on hand, and that's it. It's a fun reveal I've never seen before. No one has ever told me that someone else made it up. I've never seen it anywhere. So feel free to utilize that and just go nuts. I think it's super fun. Tag me if you do that. I think it'd be so cool to see someone else perform this move. Next up, $0, social media. An amazing way to reveal anything. It could be any piece of information. It could be a thought that they're thinking of, a result of numbers. You just go to Instagram and you could post anything you want. Let's say you posted something a week ago, but you want to repurpose it. What I've done in the past is just gone and edit the comment section. So what my subtitle was on that photo, I just retype what it was. And I say, oh yeah, like I'm gonna say that Eric on this day is gonna pick this. No one really realizes that you can edit your posts on Instagram, which is crazy to me, because that'd be my first instinct, is like, he probably changed it, but I think they're just more impressed at the fact that I guessed what they were thinking, not whether or not how long ago it was. But you can really have creative freedom going on Instagram or Snapchat and posting something and saying like, hey, you're gonna pick this in 24 hours and you're not gonna do anything about it. Again, options are pretty free range. It could be a shape, a color, a card, a thought, a sentence. I'm sure you could do some form of a book test on there and it'd be just as good. Coming up on number 6, $5-ish, is clear nail polish. This is a really fun, easy way to do a prediction, and it's pretty cool. It's kind of like that thing on your arm, like it's just unexpected. So you go find some concrete anywhere outside. This is what makes it so cool, is you can choose the place and be like, oh, that's so weird, what's that doing there? Just write like 3 of diamonds in the clear nail polish on the ground and just carry a water bottle. They say like, oh, I'm thinking of 3 of diamonds, and then you pour water on the ground and everything will get wet except for where you drew that 3 of diamonds. So basically you just predicted something with water and their answer is dry on the ground. So that's a pretty cool effect. I've done it before, lots of fun, really cool reactions. So have at it. Number 7 is something I carry with me at all times, is the Quiver Wallet from Illusionist. This is about $40. This is a super fun way to predict what they're thinking of, because it doesn't seem like a prediction, it seems more like a mind reading the way that I do it. Essentially, I force a card on them, but I do that force where you go up and down up and down and flipping the cards upside down. If you don't know that, I'll teach it pretty soon in another video, but just do any force that you want to do. I have a video like up here, and it'll teach you guys how to do some forces. So you force the spectator to choose a specific card, and then you open up your Quiver Wallet, and there's a piece of paper that says your card. Then you magically, in a couple of seconds, open it back up, and there's a playing card instead of paper, and it's folded up, you unfold it, and it is the card that they're thinking of. That's a really fun option. I love the Quiver Wallet. It is one of my everyday carries, and it should be one of yours too if you're looking for, you know, spicing up your magic and leveling up. Another cool thing that I carry on me every day is a little sleeve, and you can get this anywhere. You can make some out of paper. I'm gonna put this at $0 just because you can make it at any time yourself. But you just make a little sleeve for a playing card, and you could pull out a card that is the card that they're thinking of. Like, I pull out the Queen of Hearts and like, well, that's what I was thinking of. Or what I carry right now is just says, look at the finger. So I do an equivoque, force them to think of the Queen of Hearts, and then they open up the sleeve and it's a blank card that says check the finger, and there it is on my finger. And there you go. I just did 2 reveals in one, sleeve and tattoo. So you can like mix and blend these things together, make it more interesting. Number 9 is a Sharpie or pen. This is about like $2 to $5 depending how many you want or where you want to go. But this is something really neat because it's done in the moment. You have the spectator hold out their hand, you write the prediction, and you have them close it, but they can't see it if it's in front of them. So you can do a force or anything like that, like, hey, here's a 3 of diamonds. They're like memorizing that. But before the trick starts, you ask them to hold out their hand. Are you okay with me writing on your hand? Yeah, whatever. You write 3 of diamonds, they clench their fist, they don't take a look, and they hold it off to the side so they don't see it, or behind their back, or whatever you want to do. And then they pick a card, 3 of diamonds, commit it to memory, and they say, okay, it's interesting the way that patterns work in life. I knew you were going to pick that. And they open up their hand, and sure enough, there's the 3 of diamonds on their hand. Last but not least, number 10, color change. Such an easy concept, something that I don't see very often also, even though it is just that simple. You say, is this your card? And it's not it. You messed up on purpose. You get some vulnerability. People are feeling bad for you, like, man, he was doing so good. This guy's fire until this moment. Then you say, so your card wasn't the 2 of clubs. Okay, give me 1 sec. And then you shake the card, and it turns into their card. So now you just show that, like, you can fix mistakes. Even when you mess up, you still come out triumphant. You still finish the trick. So that's an amazing way to do a reveal as well. So those are my top 10 ways to do reveals. If you guys have any questions, just email me, send me a DM on Instagram at FluffyFlamingos2. Got lots of options available. Reveals are so fun and creative. It really kind of adds that spice back into magic. If you're ever getting bored or like, I don't know what to do, like it's just the same thing day in, day out, just come up with some cool reveals or some cool color changes. Try and make something new. I hope that this video was helpful for people like you to expand your resources and be like, I know more than I used to know. And I hope it convinced you to go to the store and get some cool merch that can make you do cool magic. If you guys decide to purchase some of the merchandise and do an effect with it, please, I'm really hoping you guys do a performance. Tag me and put hashtag fluffy merch. If you guys do all those things, I will feature you on the channel and maybe have a prize for the best performance. That's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a pleasure teaching you and showing off my creativity. And we'll see you guys in the next episode of Fluffy Flamingos. Peace.